Hello and welcome to the Ski Jump Championships Top 16 action. I'm your host David in Arc, and today we've got Group B competing to see who will move on to the next round of the top 8 competitors in the beamng Ski Jump Championship. We are looking at the Covet. We will also see the 200BX, the H series. There we go. And the Moonhawk. They will all be competing today to see. Woo, look at that. That is definitely going to be a 105. That's 105 meters for the Covet. And now let's see if we can't... well, we're upside down, so that's not really going to matter. All right, there we go. 28:31 on the deformation, and we've got a 7.26 broken. That is a first heat score for the Covet of 69.430, and we will see where things go overall as we roll out these rounds, the first rounds of the competition. We had the preliminary rounds. Feel free to go check those out, and you can pull those up in the playlist. I'll put a card up there in the top. You'll be able to go back and check out the preliminary rounds. We narrowed it down to 16 vehicles who made it through, and so now these 16 will compete, and we'll be doing them in groups of 4. Let's see. This one may need to be redone. Let's see if it gets close. 95 meters. I'll tell you what. Whoa. In the interest of being fair, let's slam it into the wall. Blam. All right. We're going to give the Covet another try just because I'm going to call that operator on an error on my part. I lost control of it, so that's one of the things that in the competition I'm trying to do a better job of maintaining the control. But as you can tell, sometimes these crazy cars just do what they're going to do, so there's not much I can do about that. We're just going to let it ride. Ooh, that was right on the line. Wow. I'm going to call that another 105. We'll give it the 105 mark, cross the finish line, and so therefore the Covet kicks things off with a 105, a 28:45 deformation this time, which is actually a little higher than what happened the first time, and an 8.13 broken is definitely higher than last time. That gives a combined average score for the Covet of a 68.925. Now, at this point, that doesn't rule anything out. Remember, we're taking the top 8 teams. Oh, there you go. Teams, I say. We're going to take the top 8 vehicles. Top 8 vehicles, and they will move on to the next round. So, right now, it's still very much anybody's game. I did want to give a special shout out to Ulrich Dorr, who reached out to me and asked if if I'd be interested in having him make thumbnails for the championship competition, and definitely. So the thumbnails that you see for these videos are done by Ulrich Dorr, and man, I appreciate it so much. They are very, very cool. That's freaking awesome. What's not awesome is this car flying through the air, basically upside down, but it's going to also hit the 105 mark. And if I can get any kind of control, there we go, come on. Well, at least it's on your roof, right? So there you go. So 105 going the same distance as the Covet. The damage, however, 2934 is higher than what the Covet had the first time, and 9.35 broken is definitely off the charts in terms of damage there. Yikes. So that's a first heat of 66.310 for the 200BX. And there goes the hubcap. How's it going? And look at there, just sad little hubcap. All right, the engine is starved for oil, by the way, in case you didn't know. Being upside down will starve your engine of oil. So remember that, kids, when you're out there driving around. If your car's upside down, it's going to have an oil problem. That's all I can tell you. Here we go. Let's see what happens with the 200BX. Heat number 2. Again, boy, we are just dragging that front end. And that is definitely in the 100 zone. So that's 100 meters for the 200BX on the second round. There's no way we can stop that puppy from tumbling. That is not going to be a pretty second heat for the 200BX. And oh my goodness, look at the deformation. 30.03 and a 9.49 brokenness. Yikes. That puts the 200BX at a combined average 63.395. Currently, that puts this car in absolute dead last over all of the competitors that we've seen so far. We're going to move on to the H series. Oh, so let's see if the H series can best the 200BX. At this point, that's really all you have to do as a vehicle is just beat the 200BX. And of course, you know, as we add more vehicles into the mix, then that will change naturally. But at least for this round B, this group B rather, you know, you just got to beat the lowest person, and that currently is a 200BX. However, look at this, 75 meters for the H series. That's not even close. Slam. Now, the damage may help though. If the vehicle, well, I don't know, we are pretty damaged. Oof. All right, so damage is going to be, let's see, 2418. And a 1.68. Now that's pretty handy there. That is a very low broken score. However, the net round score is 49.14. I don't believe that the H series is going to be able to beat the 200BX, but you just never know. It could happen, and we could see it here. If the H series could grab just even a little more air as it takes off, give it just a little more distance, and maybe, just maybe, the H series could take down the 200BX. I'm going to guess no, however. Oh, although, well, nope, look at there. 75 meters, again, same distance as it got before. Unfortunately, that's just not going to be enough. So, we have definitely found two of our bottom contenders, for lack of a better description. The two folks that are going to be hanging on with everything they have to see if other vehicles will do worse than they are. Yeah, that gives the H series a perfect score of 49, or I say not perfect, but a perfectly rounded score of 49 points for the second heat, and an overall average 49.07. That puts the H series, unfortunately, at the bottom of the pile in terms of the vehicles we have seen so far. We've got one more to go in this group. This is going to be the Moonhawk. And so now we've got the Moonhawk heading down the jump. Let's see how the Moonhawk fares. And and again, well, I don't know, boy, at this point I would guess it's going to have to beat both the 200BX and the H series if it expects to do anything in competition. Oh, whoo, barely skirted that. That's not pretty at all. That's 45 meters. What the? Wow. The Moonhawk, not a strong competitor here. Man, you hate that. You hate to see something like that. You know, you make it into the top 16, into the championship round, but just doesn't have enough to take out the rest of the competition. 16.42 deform and a 1.87 broken. That's an overall first heat score of 26.710. Holy cow. That's truly a bummer. Those of you that are just tuning in for the first time, I do want to remind you that I am using the default vehicle for each type that comes with beamng. I'm not doing any mods, and we're not necessarily picking the best version of the vehicle. We are taking the default versions of the different vehicles, and these ones, and again 45, and these vehicles are the ones who beat out the other vehicles in the preliminary rounds to become part of the top 16 vehicles to end up in the ski jump championship. And then we will take the top 8 of when we get done with all of these groupings. We'll take the top 8 and they will move on. And so to finish out group 2, 18.61 on the deform and 3.06 broken. That is, that's a, sorry. Well, I'm supposed to be impartial, but I can't. That's a heat score of 23.330, and the poor Moonhawk ended up with a combined average of 25.02. At this point, the Moonhawk has got to hope that the rest of the vehicles just utterly fail if it thinks it's got any chance of making it into the top 8. We won't know. We'll see as we move ahead next time, I should say. Next time, we will see Group C, and that will be the Barstow, the Roamer, the ETK I-Series, and the Sunburst. They'll be up next time for Group C of this first round top 16 action in the Ski Jump Championship. Just to review, the vehicles that were in Group A that we've already done, the T-Series definitely leads the pack with 154,440. The ETK 800 is in second with 115,410. The Bolide is third with 85,510. And the 1988 Pessima, 71.490. Those are the top 4 so far in the top 16 rounds. So we will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button if you would. Got any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying this as much as I am. I'm having a great time with this. I don't know, I love this idea. I think it's very cool. So I hope you're enjoying it too. Anyhow, again, thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time for Group C, taking on round 1 of the Ski Jump Championship action. Thanks for watching.